we were over there so much, like when it was getting hot, I was doing like 30, 35 weeks a year in Japan. So you're like in a bubble. But I remember coming home and going to the mall with my son and seeing people in the mall with Bullet Club shirts on. I was like, oh shit, this is a big deal. This is a Japanese wrestling t-shirt.
Yeah.
I remember we were all hanging out. It was a Sunday in Japan and WrestleMania was on. And somebody pulled WrestleMania up on the laptop and they did a wide shot of the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, oh shit, look at all those Bullet Club shirts. And that's when it kind of clicked. Like, this is a big deal and it's crossing over and it's getting some, attention in the States and everywhere else too. So it was pretty cool.
Now, who was behind the design of the Bullet Club shirt? Because it's not necessarily a very intricate design, but man, it's cool as hell to look at. It's almost like less is better type.
So I don't think anybody's ever even said this before, and I don't know if I've ever brought it up, but the original Bullet Club shirt, not the famous like skull one that everybody has, the first one that just said Bullet Club and like the red and the whatever else was on there. I don't know. That was New Japan. They were all New Japan designs, but that one that everybody remembers, I had painted my face with like the big horns coming down across my eyes and like the skull thing coming on. And I mean, nobody ever clarified it, but I thought because like a week or two after that paint job, I saw the design of that shirt. I was like, whoa, those are badass. I'm like, I wonder if that came off that face paint that I just made up at this little house show. And I don't know. But I think that the design of the way that skull was with the lines came from that. But whoever came up with it, it was a damn good idea. So I'm glad they did.
Right. Awesome.
Too cold. I'm gonna pass it to you, brother.
So with the Bullet Club and the amount of people that have come and gone, is there a iteration of it where it was the highest point for you guys, especially for you coming from WWE transitioning over to New Japan?
It's funny. I'm gonna find the text right now, but we have a group text still with a bunch of us in it. And Karl sent a picture yesterday, and he said, "I think this is as hot as it was." And then the picture, it's like we're all in the ring. It's AJ, Kenny, Karl, and me, Tama, the Bucks, Fale, and Yujiro, and Cody Hall's in there too, actually. But it was a pretty damn solid group right then. It's like a big picture. It's right when the shirt came out, and there's a big flag behind us and stuff. And I remember taking it, and that was about as cool as we ever were, I think, when all of us were together like that. And then we used to call Tama, Fale, Karl, and myself, we called ourselves the Core Four. We all have it tattooed on us because we were the ones that were working full time. Like AJ had the schedule where he'd just come in for the big shows, and the Bucks were doing a lot of other stuff in the States. So they were there a lot too, but they weren't doing like the full tours. Like we'd be there for the big pay-per-view and then like the TV from Corkin, but everybody else would fly home, and then we'd be out there in some podunk-ass town in front of, 500-600 people the next night. So we were out there doing like stuff that wasn't as glamorous as well, just beating feet and making towns and all that. But it was a real special time in my career. I'm super close with those guys to this day. And you bond like that when you're with people all the time like that, like we were. Because, I mean, we were like in the same hotel together. We'd go to the gym together. We'd wrestle on the show together. A lot of times those house shows, we'd do an 8-man tag or a 6-man. We'd all be in the ring together. We get out of the ring in the office. We go, okay, Bullet Club, you guys have a sponsor tonight. You're all going here, and this guy's going to pick you up. You're going to go here. Then we'd eat and drink and party all night together. And then we get up and do it again and go to the next one. So it's like we had to be close or the shit wouldn't have worked out. So
wrestling has more than one royal family.
Oh.